Say something.
Something.
Okay, looks like my audio and your audio are at the same level.
Nice.
Yay!
Now to continue at our super spooky cliffhanger of being right outside a church.
Oh no! The church!
Oh yeah. Gotta connect to server.
I should start the server. Server's up. We'll blame Tom for being late.
I'm sorry.
It's all your fault. I know
It was worth.
I know that traffic was terrible, but you should have run them all over to get here on time.
But then the cops might have let me play it.
Then run them over.
Only if you didn't explain to them that why you were speeding over a bunch of cars.
You don't understand. I have a D&D 2E session to get to, and they just stopped like, you're free to go.
Yeah. It wasn't
You're
stop
lucky. You might even get a police escort.
Police escort back to 2nd edition. I know that I ordered dinner specifically to not put on a shirt, but I found myself putting on a shirt to meet the delivery guy anyway. I'm too nice. Okay. So, does anyone want to recap for any randos who are showing up? I never opened up the chat. I should get that open. So if something horribly wrong happens, we know. I'm sorry I interrupted.
That's fine. Last session, we finished clearing the top of the moat house despite our betrayal, making sure there wasn't anyone in hiding. As we went downstairs, we recognized there was zombies and, well, not really failed to escape, but ran from them as there is way too much for us to deal with. Upon heading home, Liara and I forget Tom's character. Is it Corvin?
Yep.
Liara and Corvin decided to rest the night away to heal their injuries, while Sir Elbrick went to steal from the general store to see if they had a connection to the mysterious temple. A lot of failed rolls later, he got home safely, undiscovered, but was still blamed due to one of his 5 birth curses.
What?
Who could have seen that coming? So, how did we end up in front of a church in the middle of or in the early morning?
Oh yeah, Liara was just like, hey, let's go talk to Corvin.
And
We're being threatened. We should probably stick together.
And then you went to the front door of the church. It's the break of dawn. The door is locked, as church doors often are at the break of dawn.
Yeah.
Let me just bring up my one page.
You always see in movies, like, this is off topic, but you always see in movies, like, the people go to the church and just walk in, like, at all hours of the night, and the priest is like, welcome! I have never encountered that. That might be, like, a city thing, but every church I know of, like, the priest goes home and locks the door when they're done, and if you need to get into the church after hours, you have to call the priest and wait for them to come in.
I thought one of the priests just made it their home and then the answers in the night.
Depends on the church. I've had multiple churches I've lived by or went to because of my family being religious. I forget the name of the building that the priest normally makes their home in, as they tend to get a home brought to them by the church. It's generally right next to it, but sometimes it's connected to the church. That might not be locked. Sometimes the general area of the church is not locked, but the rest is.
Yeah.
So you can go sit down in the pews, but everything is kind of locked away. I've know 2 churches like that, but in general, most churches lock up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I live
Interesting.
down in the country, and like I thought maybe it might be a Catholic thing, and then the local Catholic church is locked, and the priest goes home.
Yeah, I never really been to church aside from the occasional wedding, funeral, or sometimes just go to mass for the heck of it. But that's like, at the very least, like once every few years.
Yeah.
Well, it's a
What is this church you speak of?
No, it's just like I don't really go to a lot of churches.
It's this place you go at 8 in the morning to stand up with a bunch of old people and talk about a guy who got nailed to a board about 2,000 years ago and how much it sucked that he was nailed to a board. And then you hang around afterwards in the Undercroft to talk about the best way to give your money to poor people and eat wonderful baked goods that the old ladies cooked in the kitchen instead of going up to the church. And that's what life's like as an Episcopalian.
Old church ladies also have like the best drugs in their purses. You sneeze once and they're like, "Oh, I have something for it," and take out like 50 pills that are discontinued.
That reminds me of the sad funeral I had to go to about 2 weeks ago. The Christian anarchist at our church passed away.
Aw.
It wasn't too sad. She was 102. But she was this old lady, and if you let her get started, she would go on these hour-long rants about how governments are all illegitimate because Jesus, essentially.
Time for the D&D stay for the church.
I'm guessing she wasn't all for separate of church and state.
She was in favor of the abolition of state and church does not take over the properties of state because that would just be another sort of government and only God can govern.
You gotta get governed.
That's what it means to be a Christian anarchist. It's a type of anarcho-socialism.
Huh.
Well, I'm going to try to pick this lock.
Speaking of anarchy, let's break into the church.
Can't we just knock?
That would be the intelligent thing to do, but not the fun thing to do. Always do the fun thing.
There might be murderers in here. I'm happy the door's locked, because that means there might not be. But there might be.
Nothing you said makes sense.
Someone just came down the hallway with a sword ready to chop off your head.
Still, they're not gonna like it that you're blatantly breaking in.
I will donate.
All is forgiven, my child.
Besides, that totally beats my thing. I picked the lock already. We are saying this as the door opens.
This is not the appropriate sort of behavior. That's not the page I want. I want to see if the one person in the entire church who's awake at this hour, with possible exception of Tom's character.
Cora would probably be out cold.
Okay. So the one person who's awake at this hour, did they hear what's going on? Okay. Go ahead, head into the church.
Will do.
You have the beautiful main hall where people come to hear the God's Eye. And coming down the hallway to meet you is a familiar face. A man wearing his holy armor of St. Cuthbert, not fully buckled up yet, carrying a cudgel, and as he walks in he goes, "Hello! Did you break into my temple to bring a donation?"
Yes. Yes, I did.
He stops. Like, he's getting ready to bang his cudgel and be intimidating. He's kind of thrown off by you saying that, and he says, Sir Ilbrick,
I needed to talk to Corvin, but he's gonna walk up. Is 20 gold good enough?
I suppose. He takes it and he goes over and puts it in the donations box. I think that Master Corvin is still asleep. He's sleeping in Terjan's lounge upstairs because the cells are all full.
Sorry about this. We'll be quiet. We just, there was something that required his immediate attention.
I'll wait here and I will go wake him.
See, Liar, donations solve everything.
Did you just bribe a cleric of St. Cuthbert?
Who was that anyway? I never been into the church before.
Calmert, he is, very donation-based.
I see.
Corvin, Calmert is shaking you awake.
Oh, what's up?
Brother, we have trouble.
What trouble?
Your comrades have broken into the church.
God damn it. They couldn't have knocked.
They attempted to bribe me.
Seriously?
I accepted their donation, but it seems that something's gone horribly awry.
They wouldn't have come here unless something big had happened. I would have told them while they were taking care of my wound what happened at the moat house and everything that we found out.
Okay. So you would have told Terjan all that?
Yeah.
Terjan's asleep.
It must have been something to do with what happened at the boathouse. Or the moat house.
Well, I thought you should know.
Thank you. I'll go talk to them and deal with them. Come on, Sir Carrington, the Dog Knight of St. Cuthbert. Where did he get that name?
Now I need to just get on the stream and see people's reactions to this.
Where did he get this name? I love it.
Like all names pop up from...
I do not remember when I changed his name, but I do remember that I changed his name. And it was a very clever thing at the time.
Sir Carrington, the Dog Knight of St. Cuthbert. Come, puppers, let us go down. Can I just move over?
Sure, but as you're getting ready, because I assume you're going to, like, don your armor and such.
Yes.
So as you're getting ready, Calmert will come down and he will say, Sir Ilbrith, it will be a moment until Brother Corvin is ready to come speak to you. And I thank you for your eagerness in presenting a donation. Now I wonder if I might be able to bother you for an additional donation to repair the lock that you may have damaged.
How much is it?
Well, it's not customary to state prices, but I feel that a certain amount... Ma'am, I don't know you. He comes over and holds out a hand to Liara. May I ask your name?
Liara.
And what do you do, if I may ask?
Well, guess for now I'm in Celebric's service, but I usually go around as a merchant.
Ah, wonderful. I don't suppose you would be able to properly price repairs on an internal locking mechanism for a door?
Let me just check the rule book. Where's the equipment? There.
At this point, Corvin, you are able to be ready.
I will come on down then. Come, uppers.
As Tertian is also coming down. Apparently properly, fully clothed and armed and armored. Where the heck are your stats?
Oh dear, I guess it would depend on the quality.
Well, we generally like to keep high quality things here, and that is enough stalling for this time, I suppose. Tell me, Canon,
Corbin.
What do we do with these interlopers?
Why the hell did you break into my church?
I suggested knocking.
Assassins try to kill us. We was worried they will kill you too.
Pauses. Oh, fair enough. They're good. They're good. That is actually a legitimate thing right now, with what we've been dealing with.
Tertian nods and casts a spell. What is everyone's alignment?
Neutral good.
Lawful good.
I was chaotic neutral. Not sure if you want any changes in that. I really only stole from evil people, so...
Tertian will look straight at Sir Ilberic and will speak slowly. Know this, servant of chaos. Threats to this temple are threats against the people of this town. Corvin vouches for you, so I shall not smite you where you stand on this offense. I grant you sanctuary until such a time as you violate it. Do you understand me?
That I do.
Just to check it, Tertian is he's the big guy who got sent here, then got stuck working here, right?
Yep.
Okay, I just wanted to double check. I couldn't remember for sure.
He's the guy who got sent here, got stuck here when the canoness went kapooey, and really doesn't want to be here. Welcome to the temple. Calamert, just open the doors for now. We cannot seal the temple off. It is a public area after these hours, after the sun rises. If you're concerned for your safety, position yourself on the second floor. And then he goes away. And Calamert says, Very well. Very well. I will be down here in case you have any more donations you wish to make. Butcher.
I'm just gonna look at Nilberg for a second. It's like, Nilberg, it's like, Red Cabbage, don't take this the wrong way, but what did you do?
Everything and nothing.
That's a very fancy way of dancing around the question. What did you do? What did you take? Who did you piss off? Who wants to kill us all?
Well, one moment. I just need a... He's going to try a wisdom check this clock to see what the price would be.
Well, Corin, first of all, Sir Elbrick seems to be cursed that people will accuse him the moment something goes wrong, whether it's his fault or not.
The lock is completely undamaged, and you suspect it was a stalling tactic.
Okay.
You mean what I just did here?
Also, can you not mention my quote-unquote defects out loud?
Apologies, but I just thought he should know.
Actually, that one wasn't a birth one. I think that one was a witch or a wizard. I can't remember.
Either way, regardless, we got this threatening letter.
I will take it and read it.
The basics of it was, give us all your stuff, return it, or else we will kill your women.
Okay, as I'm going to rest my only hand on my cudgel. So, who needs their head bashed in?
Well, the person I think it was, we had Liara cast sleep, and now he's tied up, and, trying to remember the names. Our two friends are watching over him. I paid them too.
Are you sure they're loyal? Are you sure they're loyal?
From what Liar said, the only thing they would do, against my wishes is if he tries to kill them, kill him.
I'm just going to sigh softly. And people call me mad.
You weren't almost stabbed tonight.
That's fair. I was currently getting my arm fixed because I lost it.
By the way, how are you feeling today?
Much better. Magical healing is wonderful in that regard.
That's good to hear.
I'm working on some new magic now to make up for the lack of having a weapon.
I see.
Right now, though, it's so weird. I still feel like I have my arm and I don't. So I go to reach for something and there's nothing there.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'll get used to it eventually. Maybe eventually I can get strong enough magic to regrow my arm.
I wonder if there's anyone in town who would know about that.
I've already asked here.
We could ask members of the other religion.
Narrows my eyes. I would rather lose my other arm than talk to those heretics.
Well, I do have some potions and powder, and Liara, I kind of want you to check out the powder. It seemed important.
Before I forget, I'm going to reach in and pull out my book.
You want me to try lockpick your book, don't you?
Yep.
Alright. Trying to beat 65.
TV is 65?
No. No, I
Oh, it
don't.
has to be under it.
Yeah.
Oh. In fact, that roll's always a failure. So what are you doing?
I would spend a little bit, possibly after we got upstairs, to explain to Corvin what I did that night. Sneaking into the general store, finding that burnt beetle thing, the scarab, the TZGY we found that we don't know what it is. I would give him his share of the money, which I sent him a message so he knows how much that is from Zert's room. And yeah, mention the
You hear
powder
a thunk
again.
from outside the room.
Oh dear.
It came from outside of this room into the south.
Oh no,
We-
Cat must be dead.
We should check that out, shouldn't we?
Followed by a hold, knave!
Yep, let's go.
I'm going to move Calmote over to the lobby on your floor.
Yeah, I'm running out.
Then go ahead and run out.
Sorry, give me a sec. I was just checking something.
This is the way Sir Albert would go.
Yeah. This is a balcony. This is the floor below. And you can see
Yes.
Calbear has his cudgel and is pointed at a masked man who is crouched on the floor, clearly after rolling away from falling prone.
How far is the ground from here?
It's about a normal story, so about 10 feet or so.
So could you make that jump pretty easily then?
It would be a dexterity roll.
Oh, yeah, that's not a problem.
Are we going to initiative?
Yes, I just had a question.
Okay.
In the action of running and jumping, can I cast a spell?
Casting. Does the spell have any somatic components?
Oh crap! Can I cast spells since I only have one arm?
If you have an arm, you can cast somatic spells.
Okay. I'm trying to find that spell real quick.
There's a. If you were casting arcane spells, there would be a chance of spell failure.
No, just divine.
But yeah, let's get ourselves some initiative going.
Will do.
Okay.
It's 10, not 20.
Yeah, I messed up. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Whoop. Force of habit.
That's okay. We'll still do the kind of thing.
I still rolled a 1, so.
That's a thing. Okay, so there, and then I need him, who's in a different spot, which means I need to that and go to them there. There we go. So now I can order them. And then our second place comes out at Cal, then Corvin, Liara, and Sir Ilbrick pulling up the end. Okay then. So this is going to begin as a fight between NPCs, which is going to perhaps be a thing. So in total it'll be that. And the masked man, as he lunges upward, misses his strike against Calmer with his short sword, as Calmer deftly brings up his cudgel to slide the sword away. And Calmer will shout out, "Drop thy weapon!" But the masked man saves versus spell. Corvin.
So the question I wanted to ask is, when I'm running and going to jump down, can I cast Touchsicle?
Does
It has verbal and somatic components.
You cannot cast the spell that has somatic components while running because you have to stop and use your arm and legs and all that.
Okay, then I'm going to run. I'm going to jump and roll to get behind him.
Make your dexterity roll.
Yep.
You jump and you roll and you get behind the guy. Chat's already up making arm and leg jokes. Liara.
I think I'll sit this one out. Just watch and see what happens.
Okay. Sir Ilbrick.
I'm going to try hitting him with a slingshot shot.
Okay. That'll end up being a 21 after his AC. Thunk.
Boink.
Blink indeed. The masked man looks up at Sir Ilbrick and says in a warbled, muffled voice, "Return what you stole, or your women shall perish," before he leaps out of the window and attempts to hide in the bushes. So he just smashed his way through that. I'm gonna move you guys over here so you can see him, because he totally just smashed his way through the stained glass window, and you can totally see him. There's the positioning. So Calmer will shout, "Come back here! You must give a donation to replace that!" And leap out the now broken window. Corvin.
Can I run and just try to jump and tackle him to the ground?
Sure, make your attack roll.
Okay.
That'll end up being a 20 after his AC.
That hits.
He is grappled to the ground. Oomph, oomph. Sir Ilbrick.
Should we get downstairs?
I don't think I have a shot, so yeah, probably should.
I'll follow him.
Okay. So, Corvin, you're pinning this masked man to the ground. This is probably not a wise choice for you to be doing.
Oh.
But we'll see. What's your AC?
What kind of weapon is he using?
Your AC versus piercing is -2, yes?
No, -3.
-3. Maybe this is a better idea than thought. So it'll end up being that when everything is involved.
No.
A GM can't roll worth shit today.
That's good if this is Mr. Assassin.
As Calmer steps aside and brings down his mace. Or cudgel. And GM can't roll worth shit today.
Can I try to disarm him?
Sure, I'll say it's also an attack roll.
Repent to the name of St. Cuthbert.
That'll end up being an 18. Let's say a 19 after everything, because you're pinning him down.
Oh, crap, hang on. I don't...
God damn it, chat. How can you disarm him? He disarmed you.
I just give me like 30 seconds. I need to double check something.
You need to double check your THAC0.
Yeah, I forgot to check my THAC0. I think my THAC0 goes down at level 3. I don't remember though. Because if it does, I hit. If it didn't, I miss.
Priest is at level 4 and it goes down 2.
Ah.
So you fail to wrench his short sword from his hand. Sir Ilbrick.
Yeah, I'm going to be running as far as I can. Which is probably to the window.
He's like sitting on him, Sir Demon Mal. He like tackled him and is like sitting on him and wrenching the sword off, is what I had in my head. And now this has suddenly derailed itself into a slash doujin.
Oh my!
I ship it.
Hey, what?
As you pin the man down and try to wrench away his sword from his grip, he brings it up, attempting to pierce you with his mighty blade.
Nope.
Oh
crap!
Yep.
Crap! I forgot he probably has bonuses.
He's at level 10, I think.
Good news for you. He's not very strong.
You nearly killed me, Kit.
Bad news, I rolled really high. Other bad news, I need you to make a save versus poison.
Oh, crap. Do I want high or low?
You want high.
Oh.
No, it's not good.
I thought they took away their poisons. No.
Oh, wonderful. Oh.
Is this like so many turns till death?
And that's my best save, too. I only needed to beat a 10.
So, good news for you. This is not a death poison. And good news for you, it's going to take a little while to settle in.
Okay.
So we have 18 rounds until it settles in. As Calmare finally whacks this guy. He deals significantly more damage, possibly. Except I apparently can't roll consistently well. Corvin, 17 rounds till poison effect.
I'm casting Cure Light Wounds on myself while I'm holding him down.
Okay. Exploiting the... I love it.
Because you nearly killed me with that attack?
And he had a penalty to his damage from just being kind of weak.
That was the only reason I lived.
Sir Ilbrick.
Watching this from the window, I'm just going to aim a stone at his head and slingshot.
That'll be, let's say, a 15 after everything's done.
Sadly not.
So the masked man is going to continue attempting to stab his way away from Corvin. Because Corvin's sitting on him. And Calmair is going to continue attempting to bash the guy's head in. Corvin.
I'm going to cast Chillsicle. And the way I imagine this working is literally a sickle forming of ice where my arm used to be.
Okay, that's a pretty decent effect. You're now 16 rounds till poison effect. Sir Ilbrick.
I'm going to try to shoot him again.
That'll hit, yeah. And he will Corvin again. And Calmair will continue the GM's wonderful habit of rolling shit.
Alright, so this is a +2 weapon, so do I add +2 to my attack then?
Yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what this means. Which will make the total 15 when all, or 16 when everything is said and done.
Good.
I stabbed the ground next to his head.
No, it's not that you stabbed the ground next to his head. It's that you stabbed towards his face and he managed to get his short sword up in time to block it. Sir Ilbrick.
Go and try to shoot again. Oh, wrong one. Sorry.
It's not that he's missing you. It's that you're, managing with your one arm to hold him down while casting your spell. But this time he manages to get through for 2 damage.
Ow.
Unfortunately, his poison is spent.
I think you mean fortunately.
And
Unfortunate for the masked man.
Corvin, you're now
I'm gonna stab it again.
14, I do believe, till. There we go. That'll hit.
Alright, let me double check. It says it is the damage of a scythe. Or a sickle.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, one second. Doesn't actually have the stats of a weapon in...
Sickles are 1d4 plus 1 when large, 1d4 when medium.
Okay. Does the +2 add anything?
Damage.
Okay. Wasn't sure, that's why I wanted to check.
Yep. The +2 just kind of behaves like you're used to.
Okay. I like having a +2 magic weapon.
Very nice.
How long does this last?
It's 6 rounds plus 1 per 2 level.
Okay.
So 7 rounds for me.
Okay, and this is your second round.
Yep.
Sir Ilbrick.
I guess I'll try shooting him again. Kit, you're spreading your bad rolls.
He will continue trying to stab Corvin to death off of him. And will just barely get through again. It's time for 3.
If it wasn't for that minus, I'd be in trouble.
And Calmair will not be helping.
Please hit him!
It's alright if I acted this round.
Sure, I will add you back to your initiative after Corvin. Corvin. 13 rounds till poison effect. Hey, that'll end up hitting. You are just tearing into this guy.
Someone has to. I'm gonna die on his next attack, but it's worth it. You guys gotta take him out.
Liara.
Casting my spell in a way that only targets the masked man, I cast Sleep.
Save versus spell. I think he has a bonus on this.
The spell affects 2d4 hit dice. So.
Roll. You may not actually succeed. It does not affect him at all.
My spell.
Sir Ilbrick.
Don't try.
That'll be a 19.
It hits him, yeah.
Actually, a 20 because he's still pinned down by Corvin. Actually, a 21 because that will deny him his bonus from dexterity, which is 2.
Oh, I would have hit him again.
I did that wrong. We're aware of it now. The masked man misses.
Swear by my armor.
Calmer will actually have this right now. Not that it helps. Corvin. Wait, that's not what Calmer was going to do. Because you're really, really freaking hurt.
Yes, I am.
Oh, but Calmer doesn't prepare that spell. Never mind, he would bash him. Liara.
Well, I'm all out of spells.
Use the crossbow.
Like, that wouldn't even hit if I tried.
With the -6. Come
Roll
on.
a 20.
A normal 20 is still a hit no matter what. Save the day, Liara.
Roll a 20 and we all cheer. Save my life.
Phew, miss.
Phew. Sir Ilbrick.
It's up to you. It was nice knowing you all.
You see, Tom, this is why you don't act crazy.
Oh, yay, I'm alive.
Corvin. 10.
What was that second attack?
That's Calmer.
Oh.
Calmer's trying to bash. This guy's definitely blocking you and Calmer at the same time while you're sitting on him. Liara.
This isn't working.
Sir Ilbrick.
I want to do something crazy, but I'm going to just shoot him first, because I'm not sure if you guys would approve.
17?
No.
Wait, isn't that 18?
No. Yes, 18.
Still doesn't hit this level.
Corvin buys another turn of life.
Come on! Hit him! God damn it!
Come on,
Tom.
hit him.
He's possibly level 10. Why are you banking on just bashing him? He could have like 40 health.
How banged up is he? Does he look?
He looks like he's beginning. Yeah, you can't tell because he's wearing a mask and it covers his entire face. It's made out of rather rigid leather.
Nope.
That's not sufficient.
God damn it.
Everyone's just outside being really good at defending themselves.
I have an idea, but
Do your idea.
I have a flask of lamp oil and a tinder box.
Refuge in audacity, I love
I'll
it.
go over to Sir Ilbrick. I have an idea. Maybe we can threaten if we douse him with an oil.
Are you giving Sir Ilbrick the oil?
Yes.
So, Sir Ilbrick, you now have oil.
Okay, I'll climb up into the window and try to pour some on him.
Okay?
Because I know it's like 10 flask worth.
Yeah, there's a lot of oil there.
I'm not going to try to pour it all, just like a good chunk. Probably like 2 flask worth.
Okay. He's now nice and oiled up. So he knows where this is going. He's going to just try to get the fuck out of this. Which means he's going to lose those bonuses and lose those penalties, which will come out to be just that. He's stuck. I'm getting the sense that Corvin is heavier than he looks.
He's in underneath that robe. He's in full like heavy armor.
So
Calmer.
yeah, way more than he looks.
Calmer sees what the hex is coming, and he's gonna back up. Corvin?
Parkour!
Corvin gets the hell out of there. Everyone sees what's coming. Liara!
Match.
I can just imagine just Liara just lightly flicking one and then throwing it on him.
Just kind of improvised or something.
I think you just have to drop it on the oil. There's so much.
It's better than what I was going to do. I was going to put green slime on him.
Guess I'll set it on him. Sorry about this.
And you just climb up in a window, light a match, and drop it. Well, what is going to happen to this guy? Well, obviously, he's going to be on fire. This is bad for him. We'll put other 3 little yellow triangle pointing down because this is not a good situation to be in. He didn't take too much damage that round, but also you're at, I do believe, 9 right now, Corvin, or 8? 8.
9. Is it 9? No, yep, because I moved.
Sir Ilbrick.
I'm going to try shooting him with a stone.
Well, he has achieved his goal of I am not grabbed, but he's also on fire. Is he going to run away, or is he going to roll around on the ground? In either case, he's going to burn for a little bit first. And you know, the masked man has enough hit points, and he's concerned enough about all of you that he's going to run away at first. And that's as far as he can run. And Calmer will chase after him. Corvin.
I'm gonna follow. And I'm going to cast... I can't... Can I cast a move?
No.
Okay, I'll just move.
Liara. Good job. You got him on fire.
I guess I'll try to cut him off.
I was just about to do the same.
Sir Ilbrick.
Yeah, about to do the same. Though I have Dex. Haha, I can move more.
Oh, that's right, he has Dex. I forgot about the movement bonus.
Oh, yeah. I have Dex too.
Good thing I don't. Otherwise I'd be really confused right now.
What on earth is this guy gonna do?
He's gonna burn!
Well, I can tell you what the GM's gonna do. The GM's gonna accidentally click on Aurora 4X and wait for the pop-up asking me for permission to launch it, and then say no. Okay. Shit. This guy, what is this guy going to do?
Burn the heretic!
This guy's entire point was to try to get out there and hide, and he borked it up. He just had to beat a 70, and he rolled a 71. He's gonna try to climb up on the roof of the church. He's not wanting to be down here while he's on fire. And that is enough for him to go up.
Is he going to take his fire damage?
Yes, he is.
He touches the holy stones of the church.
Yes. And he scrambles his way up onto the rooftop, which I don't have a map for.
It's probably a good thing this building's made out of stone.
Yes. And Calmer's like, shit, I have no way to get someone who's up on a wall.
Wait, I can show him my staff on my back. My sling staff.
You show him your sling staff.
Can we see him?
Yeah, you can see him.
I'm going to take my sling staff off, and I'm going to try to sling a stone at him.
Stone the heretic.
Bye-bye, be purged. St. Cuthbert, guide my hand.
That'll be 18.
Oh, no! God, why can't I be one more level?
Liara! He's right at the top of the roof.
Crossbow?
Oh! That would have been a +3. I was using my normal melee attack.
Oh, well, in
Because I'm ranged.
that case, that would have been a 19. 20.
Yes, that would have hit.
Yes, there you hit him. Good job.
It's not going to do much. I'm a hoop him.
I do believe that is going to make him have to make another check to climb wall. He has a lot in climb wall and move silently and hide. But no!
This is how I felt last session.
Oh dear.
Kunk, kunk, kunk.
So you smack him, you sling your rock up, it strikes his hand, he loses his grip right before he catches the roof. He falls down on the ground hard, coughing up blood, but you can't see it through his mask. Liara, you have your crossbow pointed at him.
Breathe?
Sir Ilberic.
Slingshot to the head. Or not.
And I think you're at 6, right, Corvin?
Yeah.
Okay. And he is not going to freeze. He's going to roll around on the floor and put the fire out. And Calmer will take his cudgel and finally hits.
Good job.
For full damage.
I was waiting for it. He failed too much not to get the final hit.
Funk. Smacking him upside the head. Saying, he is unconscious now.
Corbin, all you alright?
I'm going to try first aid check him.
I'm going to do a heal check on myself as well.
Okay.
Because I'm probably not feeling too hot from the poison.
You're feeling a little sluggish. So this is
Gotta
going to
be
be
the 12.
5. You can recognize that he is being affected by some sort of paralytic.
Okay, it seems to be a paralytic poison. I don't think it will kill you.
Alright, I'm going to use my last spell for the day to cast Cure Light Wound.
And as the potion takes effect, and as your spell takes effect, so does the poison. For the next 3 hours, Corvin is completely unable to move.
I might as well remove the mask of the masked man.
Dun 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 dun.
It's Earlbrick.
He's blamed for everything, even his own assassination.
Oh no, if Earlbrick wasn't here, we would think it was Earlbrick.
It was so long.
It was that random wizard.
Ba-da!
The mag.
Whoa, hey, Calmer, can you be proof for me? Thank you.
Calmer's going to say, well, why is the... I knew he was an evil man, but why is he trying to... What?
I'm not supposed to say this, but you're a member of the church, so I completely trust you. I was doing a job for people, and this guy was part of someone who tried to stop and kill them. And yeah, he got upset at me for finding proof that he's with them.
With whom?
I don't know exactly who, but I will show him the scarab. This was something important to them.
Meanwhile, I'm going to search Grimag and see if there's anything I can identify as an antidote.
He has silent chainmail. I want that shit.
Yes, what?
The chainmail that made no noise. Elric doesn't know if it was because he took it carefully, but he saw it make no noise.
Oh yes, that. What is that exactly? I forgot to enter that into his stat block. He should have been harder to hit. Whoops.
Let's just pretend he was so clumsy that he got hit anyway.
He was pinned beneath a one-armed man.
A one-armed paraplegic.
We also forgot to have the +2 for him being pinned, so probably evened out.
Yep. That chainmail is not silent. It's something else.
More things for Liar to die over looking at.
Yes. He is wearing, underneath that armor, a suit of silver chainmail. He has the sword that was in his hand. He has a dagger in his boot. A ring around his finger. A medallion that was also under his shirt. And that's all.
Sorry, Corbin. Doesn't look like he has anything that counts as an antidote.
It's okay. I'm fine.
What does the ring look like?
The ring is apparently a nondescript copper ring.
How about the medallion? Like, Elbrick is searching over this guy as he takes stuff off.
The medallion is sort of This is made out of silver, and it has these rich blood red gemstones in it, and the backside is etched with arcane runes.
I know Bernie was preparing read magic for you, Liara, but he might be able to read this.
I see.
Likewise, both the dagger and the sword have arcane runes etched along the blades.
Just so I'm not missing anything, the chainmail, dagger, sword, ring, medallion, correct?
Yes. And did you take the ring off his finger?
Yes.
The inside of the ring has arcane runes.
One to rule them all.
Out of curiosity, I'm going to put it on and see what happens. If anything.
You feel so there was a breeze that was blowing. When you put the ring on, you feel the breeze no more.
I will explain this to the other two. Well, three. Out of curiosity, is he just knocked out or is he dead?
Calmare was pulling his punches the entire fight, so he's only unconscious.
Anyone have manacles? I have rope.
I do not have manacles.
You can check there on our show. It's really hard to talk like this. My jaw won't move.
Are you saying you have manacles on you?
Room! Check there!
I think he might have some where he was staying tonight.
Right. Well, I'll go get them.
I will tie him up with rope.
Okay, he has been tied up with rope.
Alright, take me upstairs.
You can just go get my backpack.
Take yourself upstairs.
Okay. Sir Carrington, would you be so kind to show me the bag?
Woof, woof.
I just imagine Liara going to the top of the stairs now. Okay, Cuthbert, prove you're real and bring me up.
Saying, Cuthbert, take your own self up. You have legs.
And
you have limbs, unlike a certain one of my followers.
Yeah, you'd be able to find some manacles there.
You have arms, use them.
I'll be back. Found the cups.
So we now have a man handcuffed, hog-tied, and in leather.
Okay. Dang it.
And I was on their bed the night before.
Oh dear. Come on, man. You need to at least have dinner before you die and think about that kind of stuff.
And I just wish to remind you that the party of level 1 through 3 PCs just beat up the level 10 assassin.
I can't believe we did that.
I think we should have been dead.
Guess how many hit points he had, Jim?
Like 40?
Like 40.
I was right.
Specifically 48.
Just because Ulrich is nice, he is going to try to determine the worth of the ruined stained glass window. Yeah, that beats a 12.
Probably worth 3,000 or 4,000 gold pieces easily.
no, don't have enough for that.
No, it's not the window. It's not you who broke the window.
He was gonna try pay to fix it, but nah.
Sir Obrick walks in and goes, "Nope, too much. Bye."
Where we take him to? The Lord, maybe?
Nords?
Lord, the dude with mage.
I don't believe that there are any druids or mages to the north. No.
I should probably mention this to Rufus.
Rufus and other person.
I will
Yes.
take Gremag in and lock him in a cell.
Wait, be careful. He may try to kill himself.
I'm sorry about this, kind of the reason why I came to the church.
And he will take, and this will become the cell.
So shall we drag Corvin there, or should we let him rest here?
Take me with you, please. I don't want to be left out here.
I meant...
Take you to your dog. Got it.
Yes,
No!
Calvert can watch over him.
No, I just imagined Sir Carrington coming out with a little silver symbol of St. Cuthbert on his collar. Wolf.
So Carrington, there you are. It appears your master has been paralyzed.
Liara is clearly past her turn.
Yes, Carrington grabs Corbin and starts dragging him. Woof, woof.
Woof, 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 indeed. Well,
Thank you, Carrington. You are a good dog.
Is that right if we leave your sisters here?
Yes. Calvert was a lot more successful than we were now.
That was embarrassing. My spell didn't work.
I don't think it could have worked on him in any case because...
Yeah, 4+3 hit dice. That's the maximum.
Yeah.
It could affect a creature.
Yeah, and 10's way more than 4 plus 3. So... the limits of sleep. Well... what are we going to do now?
Perhaps we should report back to Rufus and Bernie.
If anything, one of us should run over there, just grab them. They can come to the church. Yeah, I want them to come to the church, because Calvert can be, the proof for me.
Okay, is anyone going to do anything with Tovo Tier, back with Turoko, with white carrot and broccoli?
Oh, we have to. Yeah. Liara, do you want to stop at the inn when I make a mad run for the tower?
I'm still not comfortable around them.
I'm... okay. You stay here with, Corvin then, because he will just slow us down.
You stay here with all the women.
Alright, let's take you back to your room.
Corvin?
Where the hell is St. Cuthbert? Smite her! Smite her!
The paralyzed Corvin is now left alone in the room with 3 women. His greatest fear.
Elbrick will run.
St. Cuthbert, why have you forsaken me?
It's okay. We're going to have some tea soon.
As he just has Carrington lay on him to protect him.
Yes, and the second Carrington does, our
Carrington,
friendly...
you might get off. You might not be able to breathe right.
That's exactly what Belle will say.
It is worth it! Worth it!
Bell will be like, I'm concerned for his health. And we'll just push the dog off.
And Rose, because he can't move, will go over and start telling him stories she's heard and has told many, many times.
Well, Bell makes sure that his limbs are properly elevated so that the blood doesn't pool, and
I'll be more devoted. I'll donate more. I'll convert more. Please, please, don't forsake me, my lord.
Corvin. Corvin has somehow ended up as the protagonist of a fantasy harem anime, and he is not happy.
This is the wrong genre for me.
Hope he's not having a seizure. He seems
Why
to be
can't this
fucking
be a
around.
yaoi one?
And now I view the Church of St. Cuthbert in an entirely different light.
Yeah.
So we'll do all this on the Hamlet map, because of course we will. So, Sir Elbrick, where are you going first?
First to the inn.
Okay.
He will run up to their rooms and knock on the door.
And Cobort will open the door with his sword drawn, right at throat level for a human, so it's, a little bit above your head. And he'll look down and say, "It's you. Good. What's going on?"
Another assassin tried to kill us. He's currently at the temple, the Church of St. Cuthbert. Is the one in your hold still alive?
For now.
Think you could help transport him to the church as I go get someone stealthily?
We could transport him. I don't know about stealthily. Stealth is not our strong suit.
We can borrow one of the wagons outside and put a tarp over him.
We'll take him out the back way.
I owe you guys. Thank you.
And as you're going out the back way, Ostler is going to be like, "What is going on? Why are you dragging a man bound up through my inn?" Isn't that Gremig's bodyguard?
No, you're being mistaken. He's clearly just drunk. He was getting a bit thrashy. We're helping him get home.
Make your bullshit check.
What is a bullshit check in this one? Is it charisma?
Straight up charisma.
Gotta beat a 17.
He's going to stop and going to say, He's going to stop. He's going to pull out a kitchen knife and say, "I think we need to be talking to Rufus."
I was just about to go get him. If you want to know more of the story, I can tell you.
Right. Why don't we all wait here for Rufus? Noel! And a little boy will come up out of the kitchen, covered in soot. "Noel, go get Rufus and Bernie. And you all wait right here." And Noel will run off. What do you do?
I will sit down with a huff. He tried killing us last night. You should kind of be a better innkeep.
I didn't hear anything about that. I only know that you're here pulling everything off. And It'll be about half an hour for Noel to get over there, get Rufus, get Bernie, and they will come back. It's early in the morning. Bernie's hungover. Rufus is irritated. And they walk in and they say, "What is going on? Sir Proudmead, what is the nature of this? What's the meaning of this?"
The basics of it is he tried to kill me and my sisters and Liara last night. We managed to keep him alive and not kill him. We were trying for that. We went to the church to make sure that Corvin was fine and then was attacked by Grimeg himself.
So this is related to the temple?
Yeah. Yes.
Bernie's gonna lay an arm around Osler and say, "It's all okay. Why don't you forget that you saw anything?" Osler will go, "Okay." Very nervous, like, he's never been asked to forget that he saw something before. He's not comfortable. And Bernie and Rufus will look to Cobort and Turoko and the bound-up Tovotir between them and say, "We should transport them quietly to the church."
You know, since now I don't need to get Rufus and such, I'm going to slip my ring of invisibility on Tro here so no one can see him. Like, they're still holding him, but so we can transfer him more silently.
Okay. Taroko and Cobort are now holding an invisible man. There's no way this will end badly.
Ilbrick would be in the back of this, kind of holding onto the hand that has the ring, just in case.
Okay. So it's going to be tough to screw this up. But there's certainly going to be an attempt to. Yar. He will at one point during your walk attempt to break out of everything. And fail. So do you all just walk to the temple together?
If they don't want a cart, yeah. We're best friends now.
Yeah, you certainly get some stairs going towards the Temple of St. Cuthbert. With the heads of the town and a couple of, like, people that no one really trusts.
And of course, in the temple, there's the screaming of a man.
Yes, as you approach the temple, there is the sound of screaming, muffled screaming.
At the temple, I will take off the ring, because...
Okay.
Mine.
And everyone's here. Terjan's here, Calmer's here, Belle and Rosa are here, the paralyzed Corvin is here. Bella,
Please! Corvin! No, Curtin! Kill me! Kill me, Curtin! Save me! Wolf.
and Belle will say, "It seems the poison burns within him."
Rose will mention how she heard this story that has a homemade remedy that tastes horrible but might help with the sensation, burning sensation.
Is it possible to get a seizure and be paralyzed at the same time?
What? I summon you! Help me, please! Search Shuttle's Earth!
Shuttles? Is that even a word? Is that even a thing?
And
Cupper says,
Oh, maybe he's talking about a shelter.
It's just thinking like, if I gave any other one of my male priests lots of women, they would be happy. But this one, not this one.
Yeah. Cobort and Taroko will come kneel down near Corvin. You know, kind of, hey, is he okay?
Yeah, he's just paralyzed. He's just freaking out badly. I think it's just freaking out.
Paralyzed, the everyday thing.
You know, for someone paralyzed, you'd think he'd be moving a lot less.
He's not moving at all. He's just screaming.
Like his mouth is half open from when he is talking as the thing took effect.
So he's just saying, going,
oh yeah, it probably happened in the middle of his Cure Light Wound spell.
We're doing everything we can to keep him calm, but none of our efforts are working.
Terjan looks to Rufus and Bernie. I'm not comfortable with this holy place being disturbed in this way. Would you kindly inform me what is going on? And Rufus will look at Terjan and say simply, the temple. And Terjan will narrow his brow and go, shit.
This may be inappropriate to ask, but what exactly is the temple?
Bernie will look at you and he'll say, well, we were concerned about this ever since we heard it, but we're suspecting it may be them. Somewhere in the jungles east of here, and marshes east of here, there's a great temple of evil that was constructed by an allegiance of powerful evil deities to channel the elemental evils in the outer planes. About a decade ago, they came through here, and it was only through valiant efforts of many people that they were beaten back and sealed within their temple. Every now and then, some operatives have shown up. This is the most skilled they've been in quite some time. The moat house in the swamps east of here was their forward operating base back in the day.
The swamp house? That's where we've been investigating for treasure.
Well, if they have treasure, that would be the place where it would be.
There are a ton of undead down in the second floor.
Oh, yeah, there were lots of creatures who were going like that too in the basement.
Bernie nods. That's disconcerting. As far as I was aware, all of the monsters were cleared out of there during the war. That suggests there may be new evils beneath the moat house.
That's not good. We even saw like a pair of slimes down there as well.
Took my arm.
That's why he's armless.
Well, slimes are to be expected. They go into any abandoned area. But undead, they need someone to bring them. They don't just appear on their own.
I didn't get an exact head count, but I think there was 14 or more. That was just in the starting room in the basement.
There was like 10 or 15 that came at us. Corvort saw him too. He helped me.
How... If there's an evil stirring there, then that's dangerous. That's a threat to the entire city. We will take Gremag and Tovortir to find out what they know. Can you make certain that there are no troubles awaiting below the moat house? Find out what's going on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you might need another day of rest, though.
Take it. Do what you need.
Bernie?
Yes?
I don't have any spells to combat zombies with. Do you think you can teach me a spell effective against them?
Well, I find that a fireball does the trick.
Let me check the handbook.
That's a 3rd level spell.
Do you have something for beginners?
Burning hands.
Could you teach me that?
Well, you're doing a service for the community. I suppose we can attempt to.
Thank you.
Also, he was going to read Magic's book, nor spell book for you.
Yes, he was. Are you going to have him do that now?
Yes, please.
Okay. Spugnoir. He opens it up. He reads it and he says, well, this is a very pitiful spell book. He only knows 3 spells. Detect magic, read magic, and sleep.
Wait, I thought he said he knew identify.
He stops. He flips. He says, well, the pages are blank from... Oh! He's like, why do you leave so many blank pages? Yep, there's identify.
Huh. Kind of an odd way to place your spells, not together.
Obrick is going to put a, pat Liar's side because he can't really reach the shoulder. I'm sorry, but I think he actually was planning to betray us there.
Maybe. I just wanted to trust him, I guess.
Well, is there anything else that you need from us before we go? Besides Bernie doing his spell thing. You know the odds of learning your spell, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It should be my notes.
Go ahead.
Should be.
Go ahead and make the check.
Yeah, 50% to learn spell. Alright, here it goes.
So Bernie goes, it's simple, it's like this. Azazazava! Holds out his hands like Kamehameha, and fire goes everywhere. And then you do it and just look like an idiot. He's going, no, like, Azazazava! You need to flick your wrists more. And after a little bit of time, he just throws his hands up in the air and says, you are useless with the flamboyant awesomeness of evocation magic. You're better suited to being an enchantress. It's okay. Not everyone can handle the fabulousness of fire.
I see. I just wanted to be more helpful in combat.
Says, I can understand that. Well, when it comes to the undead, perhaps you should speak to Terrigen. He might have something that he can prepare.
Are you checking, or is it just silence?
He just said maybe Terrigen will have something.
Terrigen, do you have anything?
Terrigen stops and says, when Corvin recovers, I think by the next morning we could prepare it properly, but it'll be an expensive process. I think we can generate holy water.
All right, thank you.
We will need 2,000 gold pieces to cast down to create the vessel for the ritual.
I see. I say as I'm not confident, I don't even have 1,000.
Calmer will stand up and say, Terrigen is thinking of the greater preparation. There is a cheaper preparation we've done here in the past, which only requires 3,000 silver to cast down and create the vessel. But it will not be as potent and will not generate as much. It will create the same amount of water, but the water will be less potent and will need more for each effect.
I see.
If we put our money together, we have enough for the greater one. Elbert will whisper to Liara.
Really, just how much money do you have?
That's a loaded question.
Maybe I should have discussed that in front of everyone.
Hey, that reminds me of a joke. How do the priests make holy water?
They pierce it?
No. First, they drink a lot of blessed wine, and then they wait for it to pass through.
Oh my god.
Speaking of, let's take a few moments of break. I have to make some holy water.
Oh yeah, that just reminds me. We have magic runes on the weapons. Or like the items.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Bernie's able to read that to know what it does, though. We could try. Aside of that, we're just gonna need to wear it. I was thinking of giving you the medallion, but seeing as he's an assassin, I'm not sure if it will help you. We can try.
So we can at least try to figure out the effects first.
Yeah. Oh, and so you know, not counting my silver, copper, and electrum, I have about 1,000 of gold between gold and platinum, and about 600 gold worth of pearls.
Alright, I have 850 gold pieces.
Oh, that reminds me, give yourself another 50.
Okay, make that 900 GP.
Yep, when I was doing the math for the platinum and pearls, it was an even number, so it didn't go equally, so I set one pearl and one platinum to the side. So, Tom also gets 50 more out of my pockets.
Yay. As they are, I shall put them into his pocket.
But I technically don't lose anything out of my total. Corvin has just from the loot that we shared, about 700 gold, some of that being the pearls. Because if you remember, we got 2,000 some gold just from like Zert's little treasure bag and Bug Noir.
Man, I can't believe I didn't think about the whole fire thing sooner.
I'm glad you brought that up though, because that's just about to put green slime on him.
Yeah. I think that would have been a bad idea since we wouldn't figure out who it was.
Well, at the time he was stabbing Corvin to death.
Oh yeah, like I get it. We had an item for a last resort, but that would have definitely locked us out of some information. We probably would have lost all the equipment he had too.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I'm glad you thought of it, because it was my last resort thing.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome too.
Now I need to look up if I can dual wield, because I have 2 most likely magical daggers.
I think dual wielding is the proficiency.
I think so too.
Which means you can do it with a penalty.
I mean, with my backup character, I was planning on dual wielding, but I ended up spending all the proficiencies just to specialize in a longsword and a longbow.
Still sounds fun.
Yeah, I was planning on doing horseback combat. But first I need to train the horse for combat. It's only a riding horse.
Well,
Your
no one seems like they're
character,
going to die anytime soon.
Yeah, it's just my backup character is there just because I've had characters die more BS than usual.
I just imagined the guy going through town. Hey, I would love an adventure with you. Gotta train my horse. And by the time Liard dies, if she does, he's like, hey, my horse is trained.
Where's that nice lady I said I would adventure with?
Aww.
And that's when we learn the horseman's name is Mebris.
Dang it. I already dubbed the character Roland.
I'm sorry, but now every horse rider I meet will be Mebris.
Great thing is, Mebris wasn't even a horse rider.
He was just an inquisitor.
Yeah.
So much bad stuff happened.
So, Corvin, Terrigen will wait over you alongside the women until your paralysis wears off.
He's in the restroom, so he can't reply. He went and you also went.
Yeah.
Everyone's making holy water. So we need to wait for Tom to get done making holy water so that Corvin can make holy water.
As they prepare that, let's just randomly try on some of the possibly magic items. Liara said we should try to determine it, so I imagine her and Ilbrick just trying it on.
What are you trying
dear.
on?
Like the medallion.
Okay. You put on the medallion. And for a moment you feel a cloying blackness deep within your soul. And as that fades, nothing seems to have happened.
I guess I'll pick up the sword and trace my hand over the runes.
The runes are flawlessly cast into the blade.
I don't know what this does. I'm afraid to swing it because I might hurt someone.
Let's go stab trees.
Yeah, that worked out well last time I stabbed a tree.
When was the last time you stabbed a tree?
Rio,
What happened?
I tried to attack a Terran, but then I crit failed. So we flavored it as I tripped on my own sword and shocked myself to electrocuted myself to death.
No, you're not giving the whole thing. Rio did a beautiful acrobatic leap over the branches and the roots, diving down from the sky, electrically charged trident in hand, ready to release a deadly spell. Made his save to plant his footing, and as he thrust forward, caught his foot upon a branch, slipped, stabbed himself in the face with the trident, letting off his deadly spell and taking him from full hit points to flat out dead instantly.
Like I said, I've died to like the most bullshit of ways.
Rio's death is not bullshit. Rio's death is beautiful and amazing.
It was beautiful, but still bullshit.
And
I see Rose has been telling you stories, Liara.
and then Rio ever since had, the scar of the trident on his face. 3 little slashes.
And also traumatized, because even though we're not supposed to remember what happens after death, Ryu gets nervous when dark places.
Rio was like evil, so Rio went straight to the hells. And ever since Rio was not comfortable in dark places or near fire.
Hello.
So
he declared that he was going to change his ways, but then we ended the game, so...
So, Corvin.
Yes.
Terrigen will wait with you until the paralysis fades. And as soon as it's faded, assuming you aren't screaming like a madman...
Because you're still surrounded by 3 women.
He will ask, have you prepared your spells yet today?
Yes.
Did you prepare bless?
No, I've already used my 3 spells for the day.
Terrigen will rub his hand against his head, will confer with Calmer, and will say, well then, we can prepare, but we'll have to do the ritual in the morning. Your responsibility will be to prepare bless.
I can do that. Many uses.
We will need you to have one use.
Okay.
And did you give them the gold?
Is this the one that needed the 300 gold?
This is the one that needed a 2,000 gold.
2,000?
There's 2,000 gold and there's a 3,000 silver.
My question is, how do we split it?
Which one are you doing? And if it's silver, it's important to be in silver. And if it's gold, it's important to be in gold.
We might need to make a quick stop to the coin trader guy.
He has the supplies to make whichever transfer you need at his normal 10% fee.
So gold or silver?
The difference is potency.
Do you want the stronger ones?
I think the stronger one might be better for us, but that's really expensive.
The gem trader person also will let us trade him gems for the same 10%, correct?
Correct.
Yep, so those 10 pearls worth 100 gold each. We're going to get 900 gold from.
Which 10 pearls?
I thought it was 100 gold each. We got.
I just want to double check. Where did you get them?
I think it was Zert. It was Zert or Spugnar. We checked their rooms. I'm pretty sure it was Zert. I mean, I might be wrong on price, but me and Liara thought they were 1,000, and then Bernie was like, no, they're 100.
Yep, you are correct. So that's going to be 900.
I also have 900 gold.
So between the two of them, so between Liara's leftovers and that, you get almost all the way to the 2,000 right there.
And I'll use the pearls I have.
I split the pearls between Tom and I, so yeah, that's the 900.
Yep, that's involved in the 900.
How much more do we need then?
You'll need 200 more.
I will use 200 if you guys need me to.
Okay.
Okay. So, are you going to watch Terjan work?
I would.
Anyone
I think
else?
I'll watch.
Why not?
So the very first thing that's going to happen is out's going to come a great big iron casting bowl, which is going to get greased down with the fat of a pig. And the gold's going to be dropped into it over a fire until all the gold pieces have melted down. Then a second bowl is going to be pushed in to push the gold out. It's going to be pulled off and left to cool naturally until out comes a large gold bowl. Not a very pretty looking bowl. While the gold is still soft and warm, Terjan will call on Corvin to help as he and Calmer and Corvin carve into the inside and outside of the bowl numerous prayers to Saint Cuthbert for glory and victory over evil in all its forms. And with that, they will have to break till the next morning when Corvin prepares bless.
Okay.
So, does anyone need any healing?
I do not.
Yes.
Because Terjan still has his healing spell prepared for the day. So, have a Cure Light Wounds.
Yeah.
So, is anyone going to do anything else before the next morning, or shall we just fast forward?
Well, we can't really go to the shop anymore.
I wonder what would become of it.
We can try to buy it out, Liara.
But we used up all our money for the spell, didn't we?
Not all of it.
Says the halfling coyly. Well, the next morning will come, and it will be time for the ritual. Corvin, do you prepare bless?
Yes.
Okay. And they prepare their appropriate spells, and they stand over the... And the three of you stand over the golden bowl, chanting prayers to St. Cuthbert. Terjan leads, Corvin and Calmer, they're the chorus. I assume everyone has been at some point in some sort of church where the priest says something and then everyone else repeats a different thing.
No.
If I have, I don't remember how it goes.
Well,
It depends on what's going on, but it will basically be like, St. Cuthbert, praise this water in your name and let it damage the undead, and then the other two will be like, praise be his name, he is the holy of them all. Something like that.
something like that. And over
Gotcha.
the course of that, a number of spells get cast. First, Terjan casts Create Water, filling the golden bowl. Then, Calmer casts Purify Water, purifying the pure water. Then it comes time for Corvin to do his part.
I will cast Bless on the water.
And as you do, the golden chalice that you've made, this rough golden chalice, begins to shimmer, and the liquid takes on a golden color as the chalice turns to stone. And the water settles back down into being water once more. The ritual isn't quite done. Terjan and Calmer then take a number of vials that they have to then treat and bless and pray over. And then they place the water into those vials. When all is said and done, you have 12 vials of holy water.
This feels way harder than like Pathfinder Bless Water.
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
I'm assuming these are pretty good then against undead.
Yep.
How heavy are they? Just a pound each?
Oh no, these are small vials. Like, like test tube size vials?
Sort of, but they're all still varying in size.
It's something where if you hold your finger in like a bracket shape, it can probably fit in that.
Yeah. These are small vials. As they said, it doesn't produce more, it produces more potent holy water.
I see. But still, I need an amount of weight.
The entire bit together should weigh about 1 pound.
Okay.
Shall we split it between us in case need be? Because I have my slingshot.
Seems good.
Yes.
What sort of effects will these have on the undead if they're used on them?
Terjan will look at you and will simply say, St. Cuthbert's holy power shall burn them away.
Gotcha.
These two have been taken to prison. Vroom, 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 vroom. Go to prison. Well, so it's the next day. Anyone who had anything that they wanted to prepare could.
Would Turka and Cobart be willing to come with us, of course, for normal payment?
For normal payment, yes. But Cobart is not sticking his arm in green slime.
Completely understandable.
I guess that means I have to... But sleeping would work well. I'm having trouble figuring out what stuff to prepare.
What spells do you know?
Identify, cantrip, and sleep.
And you get 2 of them.
Yeah.
If you want to roll the dice, you could try to identify stuff before we go.
Do we have any spare 100 G... like 100 gold? Or like the pearl and owl feather?
Let me
The
check.
pearl
I
and
wrote
owl
down-
feather that you bought from Gremag? No, the pearl you would get from the money change, or the owl feather you got from the druid. Never mind.
Yeah, we have, I think, 2 more owl feathers, and I don't think we bought extra pearls, but I made a note of how many are left. There are 3 more before they have to make an order.
Plus the ones you just sold them.
I need 8 hours to cast the spell.
They have 13 more until... Okay.
So, do you... And I already used those spells on the day of, like, when we got attacked by the assassins.
It's the
So,
next
do you
day.
want to just hold it off for now, or...
Do you want to give them time to prepare? Possibly.
I'm asking you guys.
Well, I'm fine with just going in. It's up to you two if you want any extra preparations.
I don't get what just going in.
Guess I'll just guess I'll prepare one sleep and leave the second one, like, in case.
In case you
I only
to
need
spend
10 minutes to prepare a new one.
Okay. And remember, each round is 1 minute.
Yes.
So. Are Belle and Rosa coming along, or are they hanging back?
Do you guys want Belle to come? Rosa can't do much but carry stuff.
I don't know if we should stick together for safety, or if they'd be safer at the church.
Pretty much from the moment Cobart has seen Belle, he has not been able to stop staring at her wounds. With a combination of awe and horror.
I'm not sure if I want him to be distracted in combat.
Will Sir Carrington come with us?
Yeah.
Is it the whole celebration?
I think so.
I kind of want to take the... Oh, we need code names for Rosa and Belle.
Let me come up with some real fast.
Oh dear.
Do.
I'm trying to think of an ugly vegetable. Apparently there's a thing called a jackfruit.
Jackfruit, hey? That sounds...
It doesn't look too bad, but the picture I saw is like a few that grew together.
There we go. I've just put the whole Rainbow Garden at the top of the stream so everyone can see the actual extent of the party. For people just viewing now from top left going around in a spiral to the center clockwise, we've got Sir Ilberic Proudmead, the Butcher of Eglath, Bella Proudmead, Cobort, Turuko, Carrington, the dog, Liara Soren, Rosa Proudmead, and Corvin. Corvin the one-armed, Corvin the mad, Corvin devotee of St. Cuthbert.
I wonder if I could try to learn the detect and magic from the book.
You could attempt to.
I'm gonna try. It's still a 50% chance, or should I consider my chances lowered?
Do 50%. That's
Nope,
the exact same roll!
It's just too difficult to comprehend. I have a hard time just trying to read the arcane language that I just can't understand.
Liara is not a very good wizard.
No. She didn't even want to be a wizard. She wanted to be a bard, but they wouldn't let her.
That's what makes her such a charming character.
So Rose, because she thinks they're cute, is called Brussels sprout, and Belle is gray squash.
So, in that same order, we have red cabbage, gray squash, broccoli, white carrot, brown zucchini, green lettuce, Brussels sprout, and silver yams.
Let's try not to get chopped up this time, too.
Rest in peace, the rest of the Rainbow Garden.
They were delicious.
So, back to the moat house we go. Where, once again, the thing's been like, you don't need to know what's going on. I'm getting kind of irritated with how Map Tool's just been deciding to abandon some of this. Sometimes it just randomly decides, oh, you don't need to remember what was going on in that map. So, I'll just bring everyone into the moat house. And finally, Bella and Rosa. The Rainbow Garden is a nice, colorful salad. In the future. They're not yet. The Rainbow Garden becomes the colorful salad after they run away from the fight.
Yeah.
Sassy black potato has been diced.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Black Potato.
And rutabaga was sliced.
Slice and dice.
Which is what I might do with my 2 new daggers.
Yay, you've got both of the daggers. So, I brought you over. You should be able to see.
Yes.
Including one area where you shouldn't be able to see, but don't bother trying to find it.
I think I saw last time, and I'm going to pretend I don't know it.
I'm grateful.
Part of me wants to yell challenge accepted.
It's a thing that I only noticed because I had a perception roll for it.
Yeah, Yeah.
Like, I didn't notice in character, but when I accidentally saw it, I was like, oh, that.
And as you return to the moat house, immediately some things will be approaching Corvin. Chittering and chattering.
I just got disconnected.
So close. Just get back in here for a surprise.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything change, so I'm going to disconnect and reconnect just in case it's our internet.
Yeah, the lack of laughter is making me sad.
Okay, letting in.
You have not earned them yet, but they're here.
My babies!
My ears!
My babies!
Time became a banshee.
In fact, that scream is so high-pitched that now I have the urge to make my own holy water, so excuse me.
My babies are here!
Corvin has transformed into a preteen girl at a Justin Bieber concert. That's a dated reference.
You know, maybe Cobalt and Chiroko was right. He is crazy.
Yes, Squeak Cuthbert, Burn the Witch, and Saint Sitters are here, nibbling around for cheese.
I'm going to give them cheese.
They will take the cheese, and they will skitter away. Skitter, 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 skitter.
My babies!
I'm not too worried that other people have been here, though. The bodies seem untouched for the most part.
Oh, Mal in the chat. My ears did not consent to this fucking...
You consented when you joined the stream.
Being present for my streams is constitutes an implied consent to any and all ear fucking. Ear fucking, eye fucking, nose fucking, just fucking in general. It's all present. And sometimes it's terrifying. Like just now. So yeah. What do?
Just because what I said Elbert would be worried of, he is going to check the bodies, see if they were moved or if anything's missing.
It looks like bits and pieces have been chewed off by rats.
Outside of that, doesn't look too much like people have been through here.
It does not.
Well, that's good to know. These two will follow up the rear.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. Antonio, do you want to take Cobalt and Taroko for me as far as following the party around so I can focus on all of the other things going on here?
Let me have player control of them, and I will.
Oh, that's right, I need to give you control. You now have control of these two.
So before we go down there, I think party-wise we should all kind of get on the steps and have Corvin and Cobalt be the first ones to leave the steps.
Oh, did we figure out what those items were?
No.
if you can use a sword, we do have a most likely magical sword.
I can use a sword. But I have my... Yeah, I'll take this.
In case hitting something with a stick isn't enough, you could stab him or slash him.
True. Yeah, I'll take the sword. Could I try that ring, though? If I knew about it, or the necklace, to just see what happens?
So the ring, when I wear it, just so you know, I can put it on you when Kit is ready. Not put it on you, but give it to you. Made me not feel the breeze, so I'm guessing endure elements or something. Meanwhile, the medallion, just so you are aware, I felt something black and squirmy and such inside of me.
No.
Felt evil.
That seems unpleasant.
Are you sure you don't want to try it?
Get filled with the cloying black squirminess.
No. I'll try the ring, though.
I'll let him try the ring.
So I'll use the longsword.
One of kind of the environmental feelings that you get as you wander through this place is kind of consistently bits of dust and small chunks of the roof kind of fall on you because this is an old, rotting, decaying moat house. When you put on the ring, you no longer feel those things.
Neat.
You know, it was Greg Meg. This might only be a ring of minor annoyances no longer annoy the of you. He was kind of a neat freak.
You're not wrong.
Speaking of annoyances, there's been sirens nonstop tonight.
I just barely heard one now, like right before you mentioned it.
Yeah, that one got real close. That one's fire. It's mostly been ambulance.
So,
Perhaps there's a fire going on.
That's what's going on now, yeah, but before it was just ambulances going to the base hospital.
Yeah.
Well, in what order do you go down?
I'll take the front.
yeah, that was kind of what I was trying to set up over here.
Cobart and Corvin in the front?
Yep.
Stop wiggling.
Yeah.
Stop wiggling and I'll take you. Cobart insisting to take the side that is not covered in green slime. Cobart's scared of that shit, yo. Who's following him? Next up.
I will with Belle.
Okay. Do you have a preference? Slime floor or slime ceiling?
No preference.
Does Belle?
She doesn't know.
Rosa and Liara, because Taroko will want to take up the rear.
Okay. Along with Sir Carrington, I guess.
Yes, along with Sir Carrington.
Yep.
By the way, why is the floor like pink and red?
Pink and red.
Maybe it's better if I screen.
It's possible it didn't load for you.
Yeah. Like I see our tokens on it.
Show me a screenshot. I'm willing to bet the background didn't load. God damn it, Rose. What are you playing? Oh, yep, that's the image not loaded graphic.
Hey, it happened to me for once.
Rose from the Netherlands who never joined us. Where does she find those games? It's virtual URL in the Discord. That game.
So should I like reconnect or something?
Yep, that's what you do. You'd have to disconnect, you have to reconnect, and then the background image will come back in all of its low-res cobblestone glory. And Sir Carrington and
Nope,
Hiroko
I still see it.
Um,
So I do see like a small corner that looks like it has texture instead of the redness.
the entirety of the basement map is one image, so you'll just get the one image.
Yeah.
I mean, if it doesn't bother you, you can just play with it and listen to the descriptions. There will
try.
there will still be kind of the black lines representing the lack of vision.
Okay, yeah, I see those.
So, I assume we're going to be crossing over carefully.
Is there a way we can move it out first? Like, can we get a broom or something?
Do you have a broom or something?
I do not.
Do you want to grab one of the chunks of wood from upstairs?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try use wood and kind of scrape it to the side.
As you do, you can see the slime beginning to crawl up the wood.
I should have gotten a stone. I will throw the wood against the wall downstairs.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Says the slime.
At that point, it's essentially done.
Initiative?
No. You've just now created a new patch of green slime up on the wall that you need to be careful of. Essentially ripping the slime off the floor. So now you can walk carefully through this area.
Okay, this... I'm just going with top and down.
Right.
You're right, our right. Oh, he's going towards the zombies. Okay.
Oh yeah, I don't see the zombie tokens.
You're right, you don't see them right now.
They left when, yeah. So Ulrich is going to put Bell in front of him and mention this patch is his slime, not a go near.
The slime's up on the ceiling. As long as you're careful, you shouldn't have any problems.
I do kind of just want to try to set them on fire, though.
Okay. Give me one more moment. I'm going to go ahead and input my HPs here that I keep forgetting to while you maneuver everyone. So go ahead and continue your maneuvering.
Actually, Belle should probably be on this side because she can, and she wouldn't have gone under the slime. She can stab past our friends.
That's right, she uses a reach weapon.
The only weapon to her name.
Should I move the group I'm leading forward, or...?
Yes. That's... I just have everyone queued into the initiative because we know this is coming.
Take it.
And again, you can go into the space with the slime, just you need to be careful, otherwise it will fall off the wall to you.
Yeah.
We kind of wiggle them a little so that...
Where's
it's a bit more
Turo? I lost sight of him.
He's like right next to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It seems that everyone is kind of in a position.
Oh yeah, that means I also can't see doors.
You'll have to rely on other people to tell you where there are doors. Incidentally, there are doors there and there, which are closed.
Do you guys want to check out the hallway first, where we saw the zombies come from, or these rooms?
I don't know.
I'm good with either one. Which one do you guys think would be better?
Personally, I think the rooms.
Then perhaps the rooms?
Let's check the one by Corvin and Colbert first.
This door or that door? That is not a door. That is...
Oh, it looked like one. Okay.
That's a zombie.
Oh!
Just like, it was so slow that they built construction around it, and now its head is just sticking out of the wall.
As soon as you said the door by Corvin and Cobord, I went, wait a second. Yeah, that zombie token's overlapping the line of vision blocking. Whoops.
I didn't notice that. This secretly Attack on Titan, all these walls are made of zombie.
The zombie walls. So.
Well, I guess this door over here, down by all of us.
Okay, that door is made out of wood. The door itself is old and a little bit beat up, but the lock on the door looks brand new and well-oiled.
Well,
That's a bit suspicious, isn't it?
let me just work my magic, trying to beat it to 65.
Click.
That was easy.
When you practice, it's easy.
Oh, hey, a room with texture.
Liara's just blind down here. Finally, something I see.
Okay. Yeah, you see a room full of piles of shields, stacks of leather armor, and barrels.
Strange. I see a tree.
Do you really see a tree?
I see something outside.
You are seeing the background layer behind the image that isn't loaded because the X has a transparent.
Liara's going insane.
I'll fix that.
Maybe Liara is just experiencing a hallucination. What
No.
kind of mushrooms did she eat last night?
Now you're not going to be confused by random that. And it looks like in doing this, somehow my grid has gotten off of alignment. I'm going to have to fix that when it's done autosaving.
Oh dear. Dang it, I mean breaking games this week.
There we go. The grid is back in alignment. All the zombies have moved up, but that's an easy fix.
Okay, going back to Moat House.
You probably still won't see things, but the
trees turned into gray now, so...
Yeah. That's all I did is shift it over, and then everyone got shifted over, so there you go. It's all fixed. Don't have to fix the slimes because they weren't linked to the grid that got shifted out of alignment. Oh, I have to shift everyone else, don't I? Anyway, does it matter for anyone? Nope.
I'm sorry, I was just waiting for map stuff.
So. Oh, that's right. When I do that, it kicks you all off the map, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now everyone gets the red X.
Also, I didn't count.
Yeah. This is one thing I absolutely love about the basement map that I stole to set this up is what you see is what you get. So you see a room full of shields and piles of leather armor and barrels and sacks, and that's exactly what this room is.
You know, I'm going to look through some of the sacks.
I think I'll open some of the barrels.
Okay. The sacks and the barrels, from kind of your positioning, are all full of salted meat.
Huh, was someone trying to pile up on food?
That's what it looks like. Maybe they were preparing an expedition.
But where did they get the meat from? If it's salted, that means they tried to preserve it.
It's essentially cheap beef jerky.
Yeah.
There's lots of it. There's lots and lots of suits of leather armor. There's lots of shields. All inside of a room that has a brand new lock.
Thinking of it, they might be trying to prepare a small army.
So you're saying this is their inventory?
They just don't have as good ledgers as you do, Liara.
Is there something like a ledger?
Not that you see.
Well, we can close the door for now and come back here if need be. I wouldn't mind transporting this stuff after we clear out here.
Okay.
Now, if only we can change the lock. If only we had a spare lock.
You could put the
Maybe I
lock back
can-
on.
No, I mean like switch the lock so they can't get in.
Let's put the lock back on backwards. They will be confused.
I don't think that's how it works.
If you saw your lock suddenly backwards, would you just act like that was how it always was?
So this
Considering the
door...
lock could easily flip.
This door... This door, like the others, is kind of piled up behind rubble. Beaten and battered with a shiny brand new lock.
Well, gonna try my luck again.
Here's the time that never
Very
fails.
fast.
Here's the time that never fails. To reveal a room full of weapons and crates and black capes.
Wait, does the caves look similar to the one Mr. Greg had?
No, they are all identical with one another, made out of black silk with a yellow eye surrounded by yellow flames.
They're starting a flash mob.
There are spears, glaives, guisarmes, battle axes, crates. Lots and lots of all of the above.
What's in the crates?
There are 2 smaller crates and a bunch of larger ones.
Let's start with the smaller ones.
One of them is a crate full of arrows. The other full of crossbow bolts.
How many?
How many what?
Bolts.
200.
200. Another 200?
It's a crate full of 200 crossbow bolts.
If you used a crossbow more, you would be happy.
If I can actually use the crossbow, I would be happy, but I think I'll put these bolts in my bag for now.
All 200 of them? That's a lot of bolts.
I was carrying another 200 earlier until I put it on my pack mule.
Okay.
No, wait, those were 50 bolts.
Yeah.
Wait, 200 bolts. Yeah, 200 bolts on my pack mule.
Oh.
Can you guys hear me now?
But these bolts don't come with quivers. They're just there.
No, I was going to ask, is it wrong that I just had a thought of just taking up the stuff and taking it back to sell?
Sell to who?
Figure it out.
We're definitely taking it back, even if we need to make a wagon.
Well, perhaps another 25 bolts for now.
Okay. Yeah,
At this point,
I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say a joke. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was going to say at this point we can make a wall of spears and such right here, and then just go like, "Hey, zombies!" and they'll all spear themselves.
Someone else has been watching The Walking Dead.
I actually haven't been, but I used to.
I've caught up to where it is on Netflix, and then I've been watching Fear the Walking Dead on Hulu, and Fear the Walking Dead is not as good a show. Every time it looks like it could get good, they just kill off everyone interesting that they've introduced.
Are they trying to imitate Game of Thrones?
And then you just have the core of kind of boring people.
That's kind of why I got uninterested in the normal Walking Dead, because after a while, to me, it was just, hey, we don't need to worry about zombies. Hey, someone that was super nice is suddenly an asshole. Hey, zombies are a problem again. Now they're not. Hey, new assholes. And that kind of just lost.
Need more King Ezekiel.
Yeah, that's a thing that definitely happens in Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead, though, it's just like...
Imagine if there was like a so-called another kingdom and now King Ezekiel needs to get into politics.
Needs more King Ezekiel.
But yeah, Fear the Walking Dead, it's like Deus Ex Machina, only instead of it being a Deus Ex Machina, it's a Deus Ex fuck you. Yeah,
Diabolus Ex Machina.
We've resolved all of the problems with the Colonia, and now we have the the extremely interesting problem of how do we go out and survive in the desert with like 100 people, mostly elderly and sick, who have no supplies because they had to flee from those drug lords. And, you know, it's exciting and it's interesting. How are you going to do it? There's a lot of story potential. Oh, nope, we're just going to have them get ambushed and everybody gets killed by.
Yeah.
Too much effort for the writers.
That's another thing I kind of don't like about Walking Dead. The zombies seem to appear out of nowhere. They'll go into a town with no zombies, drop one tiny shot glass, and all of a sudden be surrounded.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm not saying you can't like the show and such. It's just, personally, for me, after some time, that gets dull.
Oh,
When
I
first
know about it. It's... I was really lagging on the show until, like, until the Saviors came in. Like, I was like, this is okay, this is cool, and then I'm like, this is less cool. Then the Saviors got involved, and I'm like, okay, now it's cool again. But
I am really, really, really excited for Vampire.
yeah, don't be too excited, though. Something has to finish up first.
I know.
But in any case, what do?
Should I peek around this? I know last time I walked this way, the zombies appeared.
There's another door over here.
You know what? I'll peek.
Corvin can see the door that's over here. It's a pretty large double door.
Should I relock the door with the weapons?
It's up to you. When it comes to the holy water, did we split it 4-4-4?
Yes, I believe so.
Do you want to close the door? Yes or no?
No, wait, yeah. Close the door.
Okay.
Wilbert is going to look at the stuff over in this corner, since he doesn't see the other door.
It's all broken wood and broken barrels, battered. There's a single intact table with a stool.
I've been banished from the server again.
No.
Everyone's internet is beginning to go. Damn you, Cox.
Oh no.
Provide what we pay for.
We pay $70.
Don't.
Give us good internet.
I don't know.
I pay $140. And they still provide shit.
9 Red X, damn it.
Oh well.
Good enough.
The door is over here.
Well, Wilbert will start heading towards it, and I'm pretty sure at this point, these guys...
What was that?
That, considering that it's 8:20 and we're beginning to have internet connection problems, is a cliffhanger.
To be continued?
I think this is the second time the zombies have been a cliffhanger.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's the cliffhanger that never ends.
As it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started playing it not knowing what it was, and they'll be waiting for the next episode forever just because it's the cliffhanger that never ends. I can't be the only one who remembers that.
I never heard of that.
From Lamb Chop.
What's
I
a
know
lamb
that.
chop?
It was this puppet show when I was a kid. And it was boring as hell. I don't remember anything about it except this stupid lamb, this old lady. And at the end, when the credits were rolling, they would sing, "This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend." And like the villain would be grabbing her ears going, "No!" Some people started
here.
singing it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends.
I watched this when I was little.
That is an ugly puppet.
I should give you the experience. Are you ready for the experience for beating that guy?
Oh dear, what is it?
Nothing.
Split by 3, right?
Yes. So it's going to be... Let's round that up to a solid 350 each. That's not bad for one fight. In second edition, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Though that fight did end with us almost, well, Corvin almost dead a few times.
What fight doesn't end with Corvin almost dead a few times? I've had the zombies up
What's that?
here. I've had the zombies up here all the time, and it just hasn't happened. Oh well, next time. Next time,
God.
zombies and holy water.
I wish I could rest.
Did you level again?
Yes.
You level so damn fast.
To be fair, like when our party was getting rewards of 10 silver, I went and looted like 700 gold from one guy.
Yeah, you did get that bulk of... That's just mine experience. That gave you a little head start, but... Well, I guess Sir Ilberic will be wanting to rest sometime soon. So, next time. Should I do a next time spoiler?
Yes, please.
Sure.
I don't know how far you're going to get next time, so I don't know if I want to do that one, or that one, or that one. I think I'll be overly optimistic and do this one. And I'll go ahead and throw it into the Discord chat. And I'll change the temp image so that everyone in the internet can see it too.
He looks nice. He looks
It
like
reminds me of the mixture between the Chopper and the Stag Lord.
So next time, if we are very productive, but this may be next time 2 or 3 sessions away going, considering how very slowly we progress. But it's been pretty awesome, nonetheless. Good session?
Good session.
My babies have returned.
Oh wait, what happened to them?
They ate the cheese and left, and then they're like, oh, hey, the guy who gives us cheese is back. So they came, and they ate cheese, and then they left.
Yeah.
While they were eating, I was preaching more to them.
Yeah. I'm
Alright.
still not sure how the
Well-
hell in world we're going to get your dream of your rats being your army of acolytes, but we'll give it a go.
I'm still upset that I can't learn spells or shit.
I love that every single time you fail, you roll 74.
Nah.
Part of me is thinking maybe I'll pull this all out of there, and then can I make it its own window? I'm gonna see if I can make the dice rolling chat its own window.
Out of curiosity, Antonio, what's your intelligence?
12.
So, Rose's is 9. Belle, the little warrior with the, destroyed face, has 13.
Dang it. I just needed 13 in intelligence and I could have been a bard. But no. I am academically competent.
Would have been funny having a bard thief combo.
Huh. One day, I shall learn more spells.
Yay! I can detach the chat into its own window and broadcast that so people can see the die rolls and laugh at how horrible they all are. Next time.
Next time. Until then, see ya.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
See ya.